Hello, collective. Thank you for being here. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's see how are other women perceiving the collective right now. How do other women see the collective right now? Oh, they see you as somebody who has a wild imagination. You have a lot of women, other women viewing you as somebody who has a lot of wild imagination, and you are somebody who doesn't blame anyone for things not working out for you. They view you as somebody who have let go of their fear. They view you as somebody who's more courageous. They view you as somebody who's not scared of anything. You have other women viewing you as somebody who's happy with themselves, by themselves, with however way they are. You have other women viewing you as somebody who didn't allow circumstances to hold you back. You have other women viewing you as somebody who's more like taking care of their well-being. It's like you come first in whatever you do. Yeah, you have other women viewing you as somebody who's very much balanced. It's like you are so you know how to juggle things and how in order to bring harmony into your situation. They view you as somebody who doesn't judge. You don't judge others. You have other women viewing you as somebody who trusts in divine timing. Yeah, pretty much it's like with you, it's like things are happening in divine order. You have other women feeling like they shouldn't worry in your presence. You have other women feeling like they shouldn't worry in your presence. How do other women viewing the collective right now? You have other women feeling like you've surrendered the need to control. You've surrendered the need to control things. It's more like you are more listening to your intuition. You just know without knowing. You just know without knowing. Yeah, that's how other women feel like they view you. Without knowing. They know not to mess with you. Other women feel like you honor your physical being. You do not allow anyone to exploit you. You have other women feeling like you have so much respect when it comes to you, to your life. You love yourself way too much. Yeah, you may have brought a lot of uh, transformations into your life, death to situations, yeah, with surrendering and death being here. You have other women feeling like you like decided on no longer entertaining certain things at all. Like literally you've decided and let go. You have other women feeling like that when it comes to you and your lifestyle. How do other women view the collective? Yeah, you have other women viewing you as somebody who's very much patient with themselves. Yeah, you are very much gentle. You don't allow anyone to come influence your decisions. You don't allow anyone to come sway you in another way. Pretty much you understand why you are here. Pretty much you don't like to copy and paste. You don't want to be anyone's uh, you don't want to be you write your own narrative. Pretty much, yeah. You have other women viewing you as somebody who writes their own narrative. Yeah, because you have this self-esteem that is so unmatched. They view you as somebody who have this self-esteem that is so unmatched. Even those whom didn't want to work with you in the past, they regret a lot. Yeah, they regret outcasting you. Yeah, leaving you in the cold. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see, how do other women view the collective? How do other women view the collective? They view you as somebody who has this silent inner strength about you. You have this quiet strength about you. Let's see some more. How do other women view the collective? They view you as somebody who always enhances their knowledge. They view you as somebody who's very much communicative as well. It's like, what is it that you talk about? You always make researchers. You have other women feeling like they want to keep up with you, yeah, pretty much. You have other women feeling also left, uh grieving. I don't know, this may be a women that were once close with you, whom are grieving the separation. I feel you may have had to bend bridges with a lot of women. It seems like it. Yeah. These may be women who wanted you to feel vulnerable. These may be women who wanted you to not know yourself. These maybe have been women who wanted you to, box yourself. Yeah. They wanted to tell your narrative. They wanted to tell your narrative, yet you brought a transformation, a big transformation. You changed on them. You outgrew them, pretty much. Yeah, they see you as this mother figure. You have a lot of women loving your femininity. You have a lot of women loving your femininity. Yeah. Let's see some more. How do other women view the collective? You have other women viewing you as somebody who's more like a leader. The way you are so much focused on your stability. Yeah, you may be somebody who's more like, you are very much dependable. you know you're not scared of taking a blind faith and going towards the unknown. The other women view you as somebody who trusts themselves. Yeah, you can make things happen. you know you may have some even thinking that you may be doing some dark stuff, on how much clarity you have and your capability of on achieving things. You have too much willpower. you know yeah, you know how to manifest, pretty much. You have other women seeing you as somebody who's way too ambitious. Yeah, they see you as somebody who's more like, even in the public eye, there may be a lot of people knowing about you. I feel you may even be a popular loner. You may even be a popular loner. You are such an inspiration. That's how other women view you, collective. That's how other women view you. You're such an inspiration. I feel some may even be jealous of stuff like that, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see, how do other women view the collective? Yeah, they view you as somebody who knows how to balance the scale. You know how you are somebody of fairness. You know how to, you know, balance the scale. They see you as somebody of truth. You have women seeing you as somebody of truth. Yeah, you're always working towards progress. You're working towards progress. Yeah. You have a lot of women having memories of you. I feel they may have took you to you may be somebody who looks very much youthful. They may have thought that you were naive. They may have took your kindness for weakness. Yeah, you have a lot of women, yeah, realizing that you are somebody of truth. You are somebody who brings you balance. Yeah, pretty much. You have this quiet confidence about you, and you take action. Wherever you are, I feel there's always progress. I feel whatever ship you get in, it never sinks. It sinks after you've left. Yeah, you have a lot of women realizing that there are a lot of women, whom was in your energy, whom are so much in their feelings right now. They are even scared of you. Some, they are scared of you and your manifestation abilities. They are so scared of you and your manifestation abilities. you know Pretty much, it's like you know how to even give people the rope to hang themselves. You know how to utilize time. Yeah, that's how other women view you. That's how other women view you, collective. Yeah, you have other women viewing you as somebody who's very much independent. You know, I feel you may even be somebody who's working on their mullah. You may be so much focused on the bag, on your creativity. Yeah, you have other women feeling like you love the good stuff, you love looking good. With Virgo being here, I feel Venus also must be maybe here with Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, let me see. Okay, anyway, but then I feel Venus being here. There you have other women feeling like things are always working out in your favor. Some way, somehow, it's like things are always working out in your favor. You may be somebody who values themselves way too much. Somebody who trusts their intuition. You have this sixth sense. Yeah, you have other women learning a lot from you. Some they even want to collaborate with you. They are watching you building. You may be building yourself, rebuilding and building yourself. Rebuilding, you may be doing a lot of things by yourself, trying to get to the other side. Yeah, you have a lot of women watching you and talking about you. Some are inspired, some they envy you, some they want to see you fall, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see some more on how are other women viewing the collective. Yeah, the other women, they feel like you can withhold and withstand anything. I feel these are women who have seen you going through the most, and saw you changing your perspective and bringing in harmony into your life. Yeah, these are women who may have seen you. Yeah, these may have been even women who were talking shit about you, pretty much. Yeah. Let's see some more. How are other women viewing you? How are other women viewing the collective? They view you as somebody who doesn't like to party, somebody who doesn't like to take any risky behavior. Yeah, they view you as somebody who's done clubbing. Yeah, they view you as somebody who's enjoying being single, who loves their singlehood. Yeah, they view you as somebody who may have detached themselves. You may be available to date, but then it's more like you are not entertaining everyone. You don't like to take risky business, you don't like to go out, have fun. Yeah, they see you as somebody who's more like childish. They view you as somebody who's very much more like into themselves. You come up as very much youthful, though. You may have some who view you as somebody who's childish. I feel maybe because you're not letting loose like most women. Yeah, but anyway, you come up as somebody who's very much youthful, too youthful. You know how to balance the scales for yourself. Yeah, you don't take risky things, business. You don't like to take unnecessary risks, uncalculated risks. No, I feel that's how other women view you. I feel other women view you as somebody who's more always caught up in a position of being a mistress. You know, they view you as somebody who's always caught up in a position of being a secret hookup. Yeah, they view you as somebody who, yeah, you are so sexy. They are even jealous of your looks. You have other women so jealous of your looks. I feel there may be a lot of people saying they want to be with collective. They can maybe see how are men what looking at collective. I feel that's how other women be viewing you. Like, they cannot trust you around their men. Yeah, I feel that's how it is. You may have other women feeling like they are a bit intimidated by your looks. I feel you may be looking like you are too sexy. Yeah, you are somebody who's more like you don't. Yeah, it's something like you with something about you and your looks. Yeah, that makes other women feel jealous. Yeah, pretty much. I feel I only to find out when they get to know you that no, that's in that time of a time. You are somebody who is very much uh, listening to themselves. You are minding other things. You are doing other things. You cannot be predictable. You are somebody who cannot be predictable. As much as they would like for you to be a certain way, they get to realize they don't know you. You have a lot of women realizing you are nothing that they may have anticipated, or nothing they may have expected. They feel like you've ascended a lot and there's a lot to learn from you. And there's a lot to learn from you. Let's see some more messages on how do other women view the collective. You have other women viewing you as somebody not to mess with. Somebody not to mess with. Yeah, pretty much. You have other women feeling like you don't like to being brought into toxic situations. Like you don't take risk of wanting to even affiliate yourself in toxic situations. You are somebody who's more you are somebody who loves soulful connections. You have other women feeling like, yeah, you don't like to show off what's going on. You never you don't want people knowing your business. You have other women feeling like you don't like people, you know. You may even want be somebody who's more like wanting a family. You may be somebody who's working on their family. You may have other women feeling like you are mirroring them. They are mirrored by you, you know? Yeah. It's more like you can see through them. You have other women feeling like some they feel like they have shared values with you. So others feel like you are seeing through them. Yeah, you have a lot of other women trying to look you up in socials. You have a lot of women looking you up in socials. Let's see some more. You may have others wanting, I feel this may be your past woman, friends, or family, or however, wanting, who are feeling heartbroken, who want to come with surprises, who want to show up. They may even like feel like they didn't expect this change from you, you know? They are so heartbroken. It's like you've changed for the better. You have other women feeling like they've made bad decisions. I feel these are your past friends. Like, honestly, these are your past friends who may feel like they've made bad decisions, you know? Seeing you right now, they feel heartbroken. It's like you've grown, you've elevated, you've evolved, you know? And you've brought these unexpected changes for yourself. You know, these are people who are watching you online. Yeah. You have other women watching you online. Some they feel like they want to come back, rekindle friendships. No, they're gonna come emotional dump on you. No, yeah. Some they remember the songs you used to have together. They remember the memories. It's pretty much. Yeah, your card of game ain't nothing to play with. I feel you have some women feeling like, hey, your card of game ain't nothing to play with. Let's see two more, last more. You have other women feeling like they want to be your friends. You have other women feeling like they want to be your friends. These are women who are watching you from there. These are women who feel like you share the same sentiments. These are women who loves your resilience, you know. They love how you go after things. They love how you know how to bring in fairness into your life. They love how you know how to balance the scales for yourself. These are women who feels like you may be cold, but then they actually like you the way you are. I feel these are women who are watching you through social media as well. These are women who may be obsessed with you. Some they are even wearing a mask. You know, they didn't realize that they would fall for you. Yeah, they may have even tried to hate you, but then they love your resilience. Yeah, these were, yeah, with the conflict being here, I feel these are women who are taking your haters, pretty much. Your haters, they love you. They feel like they are obsessed with you. They are so obsessed with you. They can't help it. They love this resilience of yours. These are people whom you have differences with. Yeah, there's history behind. Exactly. That's how women are viewing you collective. These are pretty much all women around you, in your family, wherever you go. Yeah, wherever. Just know that some women have a certain mindset on you. Some they are looking up to you, some they actually hate on you, wanting you to downfall, but then it is what it is. Yeah,